season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Buying time to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Just beating the play clock, Smith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
I think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Back to throw, Smith. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Golden Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. And it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Trying the left side with Walker. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Golden Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready! Check 58!
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 50, it's Smith.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Gino on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing right, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Swift. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, they'll run it here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
49, flip it off, 49.
Now Geno.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
There we go, sit on.
On first down, it's Smith.
Right back to Jalen Waddle.
And it's a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Tuesday. Hey, it's a clip.
Here's Smith. Flush to his right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
3rd and 2, Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. From the red zone now, Smith. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And now the rookie's free. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Smith. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Now Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
53.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it. Ooh, the juke. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Swift going to try up the middle. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Melbourne, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Rio, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.